Hey, what's up kids? DJPimpDaddy here. Today I'm going to be playing Galactic Science. I've been watching a couple other YouTubers play this, and this game is fun as hell. It is a Minecraft mod that you can find on the FTB Launcher. You gotta put in secret codes. Ooh. It is still in beta, as you can see. It's beta 1.3.2, so if you're playing it and something is not the same as yours, then you are obviously playing a newer version. So, I've already been playing this game, played it a lot, and I've made a whole bunch of screw-ups and a whole bunch of successes, made it off the planet. Fantastic, but I wanted to just restart and redo it correctly, because apparently I've been screwing up a whole bunch of stuff, and I've learned from my mistakes. So when you started, there'll be nothing. You have to say create from template. You choose the pre-built world, and then we will name it, and then we will name this YouTube Tube. No, we can't name it that. Let's just call it the new game. Create world. We're gonna give it a second here to spawn in. I'm going to sip some coffee. We're on the moon. Custom flag. Okay, we need a flag color here. Oop. Need to make. There we go. We'll be the Japanese. Change team color. I like green. I like lamp. I like lamp. Okay, green. We're team green with the far east. Far Easter. There you go. Okay. We're the Far Easter. So let's see, we got two books. One is Open Computers Manual. Let's see, yeah, we're not going to get into that. And the other one, boom! The other one, if we do our thing right here, is the Quest Book. Earth is the past, destroyed by humanity. There is no need for power, or there is need for power. You managed to flee from this disaster from what was called the human race. Start a life on the moon. Using your father's old moon base, you set up home, hoping to keep the human race alive with the best of luck. Don't mind the tree in your house. This mod pack was created by Kathleen and Chewed Kid. Chewend Kid? Sure. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Oh my god. 128 quests in total. Whole bunch of lock stuff. Okay. We're not going to activate hardcore mode because I remember dying a lot. A whole new moon. Okay. Say, welcome home. Welcome to the moon, which will be now known as your home for probably the rest of your life. It was probably a bad idea to destroy the Earth. Okay. We get a bunch of stuff. Task player. Okay. We have visited the moon. When you play my reward, and we are now holding a dwarf star. That's why we see that. We get mining fatigue. Okay, why are we wearing? That's weird. It's like we're wearing something. Okay, let's go. That's right. There's nothing in there. This is sort of Agrarian Skies-esque. There is the Ex Nihilo mod, where we do have to grind. There's a lot of grinding. Yay! Let's see here. Go ahead and get this crook out of the way. But from what I've played, the grindy pieces aren't nearly as bad as Ex Nihilo. First off, you're not starving. They just give you food right off the bat. Good food, too. And the food isn't like... It's not running that stupid Pam's Harvest Craft, or I'm not sure if it's the Iguana Tweaks. I don't know what it is. It's something where, like, you have to constantly eat different types of foods, or you're just dying all the time. The reason I died in this one was, you know, creepers. Let's be honest. It's always the stupid creepers. And there's no Tinkerer's Construct either, so no, you know, BS leveling up stuff. You just get straight up vanilla tools, and life is grand. I think the only thing I would miss out of this, I love the gravity on the moon. So we are on the moon. So when you jump, you could jump like 3 high, as you can see. Which, in my later game, I was playing and I was jumping, and then you get to like Venus or Mercury, and the gravity is like almost like 1-to-1, and you could barely jump 1 block, and then it really screws with your head. Let's move this thing inside. Okay, so I'll just set that right there. I need a chest. Any chest. Okay. Okay, the cat is screwing with me. So the next thing you gotta do is power up. When you were a child, your dad used to tell you about how him and his dad built a station on the moon. How did he use stars to power the base? Okay, so you have to shift right click with an empty hand, insert it back in while right clicking and holding the container. Then, okay, so we have to collect the star container. In the basement, they give you an oxygen setup. You have to have a tree next to the oxygen collector, which when you power it using this thing, you right click it, it then fills up the compressor, which is where you fill up all these tanks. And you see how you're slowly up in the top left corner, you're slowly using all your oxygen. So we picked up the star container, we get to pick a reward. So dirt is always, when you're starting off, get the dirt. Also, when you're starting off, always collect the food and save the cans. Because later on, oh my god, you need all that 10. You just, yeah, you need that 10. So we're going to shift right click, and then we're going to put this stinking star in there. Oop, there we go. So now that's powering, and then this is powering. And see, now it's storing oxygen. And over here, we've already got oxygen to store. So we just insert our heavy oxygen tanks, and you can always pull one off your back here, and yeah, that's it. So now let's see, so did I need that? Let's breathe some oxygen. Oh, we have to fill it up. Yeah, we gotta fill it. Okay, while that's filling, we're going to go empty some of our stuff out of our hands here. Let's see, we're going to put away the food. Put away that thing, so we definitely don't need that. We're going to go plant some trees. And then also, I think the end of the first night, we're going to have to start looking at building a wall. Oh my god. The enemies, the mobs in this thing are just incredible. I can't even describe to you how crazy the mobs can be. Because you got creepers that can jump like 3 spots high. You know, like just because you could jump high, that means they could jump that high too. So you build a standard like 2x2 wall, and the creepers just like, haha, jump right over it. The space spiders, yes, they're space spiders. Oh, buddy, Scott Viper is doomed. They're space spiders. They come with oxygen helmets on. Because why not? I think they're called evolved spiders or something like that. You'll see them, trust me. We will definitely see them. The space spiders, of course, you know, they could climb anything, so you got to build like little doohickeys around your wall. And see, that's where I start screwing up. On my first night, I just built a really crappy wall, and then sure enough, I almost died multiple times. The only benefit of dying is that every time you die, you get another free oxygen tank, and it does have that. It has that mod on there where it gives you a gravestone when you die, so you do get your stuff back, within reason, obviously. Okay. Pick up all this stuff. I need the dirt later. Okay. Put this away. And let's make ourselves... Oh, we don't have enough? Durr. Just gonna make a hatchet. Some vanilla stuff right here. Let's see here. Ta-da! Wooden hatchet. Take that, Tinkerer's Construct. Hey! And we got a quest reward. I'm going to take everything that's on the right unless I see food. Okay. Ooh. Die. Yay. Sorry about that. I've had a little snooty nose. Unfortunately, I think later in the quest, there's one quest where we're building the rockets and we need yellow dye. That's the one we didn't get. Of course. Okay, let's go fill up this other tank. This thing takes a little bit of time. Now, one thing to note, this thing will just keep running, and this thing just will keep sucking oxygen in, whether or not it needs oxygen or not. So once you're done filling these tanks, it's always recommended, always recommended you take this thing out and stop it. Now later on, we're going to replace that with some sort of a little generator. We could just throw a couple pieces of coal in there and just call it a day. I don't know how coal burns on the moon, but apparently it does. I have an axe. Okay, we're going to use this stupid wooden axe. And you see, it gave us a stone axe as a gift. Let's see here. Start picking up stuff. I usually, in my last episode, I put a, I kept one little chest in the basement for, you know, for keeping that stupid star in there. Also, as the series progresses, you're going to see these little fallen meteors everywhere. Oh my god, the longer you stay here, the more of a target this place becomes. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and probably get another one or two of these. Not wasting too much of our stuff. Gonna need more crooks. Way too much stuff. That's enough. Okay. So the entire moon is made up of a couple things. There is moon turf that's usually on the surface, which is extremely good. There is moon dirt, which is usually right below that. And then the moon dirt, of course, is spread out all throughout the planet. The moon dirt gives you some stuff that's better. Like pebbles and stuff. That's how you get your very early game cobble. And then, of course, below that is called moon rock. Now, to get the moon rock, you need at least a cobblestone picks. Everything else you could get with picks or with shovels. Doesn't matter. They both about the same. The moon turf gives you just a ridiculous amount of good stuff. Up to and including like glowstone, and you get redstone from the turf. It's fantastic. When we start sieving, you definitely want to pick up a ton of turf. The dirt you use mainly for, early game stuff, and then after that it's almost useless. And then you really want to concentrate on the moon rock, because the moon rock, when you start sieving that's where you get the iron and the copper, and then what's the other stuff? You get aluminum. Now, unfortunately, the early game stuff that sort of hinders you from getting off this stupid rock is actually the tin, because there's no tin on this planet. So one hidden thing of this is later on you get into Mind Chem, and you could actually dissolve things back down into their base chemicals, and if you store all of those little tin cans that your food comes in, you have just enough to make a rocket. Now, that's not in any of the quest books that I saw. Okay, we picked up our second oxygen tank. Oxygen, something that's underestimated at Earth. So fill up your 2 extra tanks. So we're going to get a can of food, some seeds, reward bag, melon, or wooden pickaxe. Oh my god, I think I'm going to go with the melon. We do need a wee bit of melons. Okay, so now that's done, you have to do an empty hand. There we go. Forgot to. It's hard to believe you're walking around with a star in your hand. Man, did I screw that up. Okay, downstairs. Oh, I see we got a worm too. You in there. Okay. Always keep. Matter of fact, I typically don't use both tanks at the same time either. Okay, we do have a silkworm, so let's go make one tree. We'll do it over here, I guess, where we could start doing the string. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh god, it's a big one. That's probably good. Okay, so the sun will always set in the direction your door is facing. So we're pretty far into the day. Straight up is always Earth. It will always be there. And the day-night cycle in this game is painfully long, which makes it worse because the nighttime is just deadly as all heck. I can't even describe to you how bad the nights are with the evolved creepers and that. So we're going to go ahead and start picking up stuff. I think what I'm going to concentrate on, I'm just going to pause the game because I'm not going to show you how to do all this. I'm just going to totally concentrate on flattening this area out and building a defensive wall as best as I can around this area. And then when I get back, I will show you what it is. So see you in a bit. Well, DJPimpDaddy back here. I have mostly... Oh, I'm out of oxygen. Always keep your oxygen on. I have mostly cut down this tree that had the strings in it. As you can see, that makes a mess. I went through like 5 crooks. My entire wooden hatchet, and then... Oh yes, there's so much of a mess. But... delicious resource mess. It's a great mess to have. Okay. I think we're making pretty good progress on the wall. It is about halfway. Yeah, it's a little past halfway through the day. So I got to pick up the pace on the wall, or we're gonna run out of daylight here, and then we will be in a world of hurt. But as you can see, by cutting down that tree, I got 2 stacks. 2.5 stacks actually of stuff. Delicious, delicious resource. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. I guess while we're on camera, I'm gonna go ahead and make a sieve. Let's see, I know we need 2 of these things, so I got way too much resources. We're gonna need a couple sticks. Let's see here, I think it's this, and if I would get that right, there we go. Okay, so off camera, I'm gonna finish the wall, and then when night hits, I'm gonna start sieving this turf, and it's like any ex nihilo stuff, where you just sit there and right click AFK. I'm gonna show you a couple things here if I can before I turn this off. So you can see you get flint. I've picked up a bunch of bone meal, and there's other stuff too. Things we're looking for is glowstone, redstone. I got a little bit of redstone there. Delicious, delicious. Yep, there we go. So the glowstone makes glowstone torches, because torches don't burn on the moon. Of course they don't. Glowstone torches do, haha. Okay, so I'm going to continue building the wall. We're going to outrace the sun here, and then I'm going to chop down trees as they pop up. So I will be back in a few. Okay, we're now back. Let's see, I have finished the wall. This is a fairly efficient design I've found, just from watching some other YouTubers. Take 2. Okay, and we're back. So this is a fairly efficient design I have found by watching a couple other YouTubers. Basically, you just build it high enough to where if you need to, you could jump up there, but they can't jump up there. And then of course you do the little staggered teethy things. I don't know what they're called, some sort of freaking castle design. Anyways, that keeps the spiders from climbing up the wall. Ah! Stupid spiders. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't completely surround it. I just went right over the back of the base. Figured I'd save myself a little material for now. If we need to, we could push this wall back. And most of the material I've been getting, I've actually been digging out from behind the wall. So, and where possible, I've been trying to use dirt. Now, when we sift dirt, if I can get in the door without jumping like an idiot, you get rock. So there's a 100% chance you get one little rock. See that? Or stone, sorry. If we hit U for uses, this is what we get out of it. So huge things we need to get. We need to get a bunch of stone, because I've been making shovels instead of pickaxes. But then on the turf in the middle of the night, this is where we get the fun stuff, because we start getting bone meal, redstone, glowstone, flint, blah, 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 blah. Eventually, we're going to get up to getting the stone, and the moon rock. The moon rock is what I think gives us clay. Now, once we start getting the clay, plus we have the cobble, we can start making lava, and all that fun stuff. Lava, there really isn't any lava generators, but once you have lava, you could start mass producing cobble through a cobblestone generator, obviously. I'm going to get, let's see here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate on getting some of that rock right now. As a matter of fact, because I think we should start working towards our cobblestone generator. I'm going to get a couple more pieces here. Need at least one more cobble, so. Okay, there we go. So, like I said, save all of your stuff that you don't need because in the middle of the night you're just going to be sieving like you wouldn't believe. Look at all this stuff. I went through, making this wall, I went through 4 oxygen tanks and no food. When I say no food, I literally mean I did not, no food, none. So I don't know what to take of that. You know, this game's a little weird sometimes, so I think what we're going to do is I'm going to dig down. Oh, wait, that's right. Basement's down there. Derp. We're going to dig in the basement. There's our moon rock. Yay, moon rock. Unfortunately, you can't make any good tools out of this. The only thing you could do out of it is sieve it. Like I said, the thing we need, oh my god, we need so much clay. God, this is dark. I think I have my brightness all the way up. Of course, the phone is ringing. I'm going to be right back. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back now. We're just going to continue digging. I did look, my video settings are all the way up. It is just unbelievably dark because we're underneath the moon. So when possible, I'll try to do most of the digging and tunneling off camera. Just because these glowstone lights just don't do squat as far as like their ability. Okay, so we're going to save the laboratory block. And got another oxygen filled. Fill my oxygen tanks back up. Okay, so let's sieve this. So as you can see when we look at the uses, when we sieve this, we get 10% chance of clay and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is going to be the majority of our lives, is sieving this stuff. But the thing I need to start getting towards is clay. Because once I get the clay, then we can start making cobblestone, and then we don't even have to sieve dirt pretty much ever again. It's a great thing. Ah, yes, we got 1 piece of clay. We need 7. 7 pieces of clay. Come on. Delicious coffee. Went to with the organic breakfast blend. I think it's fair trade. I don't know. My wife is a whole food nut. She went with this Ubuntu, I think is the name of the coffee. I had a giggle because, you know, I'm an IT guy, so I had to go with the Ubuntu. It's not bad. It's pretty light. It is a decaf, but yeah, it's not too bad. It grows on you. It's not like, I can't stand that Starbucks coffee or coffee that just erodes your intestines. You know, coffee that, you know, like you drink one and then like an hour later you're like, I have to poop. Yeah, I can't do that coffee. If I drink Starbucks these days, I'm just like, I'm wired for hours. Another thing you might notice is since we're on the moon, there is almost no sound. It's because they intentionally muffle the sound to give you the feeling of being on the moon, obviously, with no air or whatever. Some of the other planets, there is a little bit of an atmosphere, and you do actually hear sound. There is it's a frequency modulator I think we could build. We're nowhere near building it right now. But it gives you the ability to actually amplify sound when you have your space helmet on. Really not necessary unless, you know, the whole quietness of the game is driving you guys nuts. You can always leave a comment. If it gets really bad, though, I'd rather just play some just generic dubstep or something in the background than sit here and let you listen to nothing. Ah, we're gonna need more rock, aren't we? Down to 2 pieces. Didn't get enough. Damn it. Okay. More digging. The sun's almost about to go down. Okay. Oxygen tank is full. Let's switch this out. And charge this last one, and then we will take that thing out. I think the thing that annoys me about the oxygen tank, or not the oxygen, the sound, is that when you'll get used to how quiet it is, and then you'll turn around and there'll just be a creeper just sitting there behind you like, hey there. And then by the time you get to the point where you have a rocket, you go to use the rocket, and it blows your eardrums out. It is so loud because you've had the volume up the entire time. Oh god, it's horrible. For the YouTube purposes, I've actually shut off the music. There is actually some pretty light music. If I remember correctly, this mod pack, they did something where they changed the music a little bit. It's interesting. I might, I occasionally turn it on when I'm playing solo, obviously. One more clay, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yay! Okay. Stick that through. So, okay, we got that. Now I need to get enough rocks to do a cobblestone furnace, which would be, God, we need 8 cobblestones, so that'd be 32 rocks. This is fun. Delicious coffee. I'd like to show you the first night on camera, if possible, just so you could see the horror. In fact, I don't think I made enough torches. This could get ugly. First night I might end up just boarding up the door and making torches and sieving most of this turf, because there's really no sense in digging any. And I know off camera I'm going to start digging out the area underneath us, so we could at least make some sort of a, warehouse or factory floor or something if we need it. I'd rather keep all of the machines and tech below us. I don't want to dig too deep though, because I also want to make the ceiling up here. Okay, we got enough. I want to make the ceiling up here into a, God, what is it? Yay! There. Let's see. Charcoal is your friend. Okay, when you're starting off, use the coal. Later on, save all of your coal. That was a sticking point with me. I was so short on coal when it came time to start building rockets. And you need the coal to make the steel. So don't waste all your coal. Waste trees instead. Let's see. We could cook these things off. I think, if I remember correctly, if you leave like the tops on these things, Yeah. See how it does that? If you leave the tops on, there's some mod that allows you to like lumberjack the whole tree all at once. So thank you, mod author. I don't know who did that, but bless you. Oh God, I love that mod. I hate freaking taking down trees. Pop. Yeah, I think there's only... The only time I ever remember needing food is when you start getting hurt, or if you're constantly running and stuff. But the way the game is, you're almost never running, at least in the intro. We'll set up our string tree over here again. Okay, so we got ice. This is wonderful. You're gonna love this. So to make our melon farm, not that we really need it, we got all this dirt and got some of this, and we got you. Yay! Our melon farm, we'll put it over here. Keep it small. That's good enough. Put your water, you put your ice down, and you break it, and bam. How awesome is that? So that's how you get water in this game. Later on we'll expand that to be an infinite water source. Let's see here. Guess we will go with melons. Goodbye, son. It's been nice. Spread these things out. There we go. Okay. So we need jump up and down. There we go. Put you there. We start lighting this area up, or all hell's gonna break loose. Definitely gonna need more torches. So off camera, I'm going to work on torches, and I'm going to work on sieving stuff. I'm going to build a crucible, and then yeah, when you start the crucible, the original crucible, you have to actually, I'll do that on camera. The crucible, you have to you have to start it with something, right? And there's no you can't make torches. So like, you're like, how do I heat up the crucible? If you do oh yeah, I've gotten a ton of stuff here. Gravel, surface, we got enough turf. Here it is. If you make a block of coal, you can start heating the crucible. So when you make the crucible, you put the block of coal under it, and it heats it up enough until you get lava, and then you replace the cobble with the lava. Yeah, he says, you notice a block of coal is hot to the touch. He never got around to testing it though. So that's how you start the crucible, with a block of coal. And we got coal from dirt. Wait, that's not right. Coal from, where did we get it from? And we got it from gravel and moon rock. 10% chance of dropping. So we're gonna drop, we gotta mine a whole bunch of moon rock to make a block of coal, and then the block of coal we can use to heat the crucible. Looks like the sun is in fact going down, so I am going to button this place up, and then we'll call it a night. Basically, there's no sense in ever going out there ever again, so I'm going to continue working. Mind you, this wall and all of this stuff that I have, I am about 2 hours into playing the game, so it is not, the beginning of this is painfully slow, but then after that it speeds up. Like once you have enough iron to leave the planet, that's when the game really takes off. Goodbye, sun. Tomorrow during the day, over here in this side of the field, I'm going to just start making a huge open pit quarry. And then we'll start digging down because we're going to start getting all of the rock. Just got to start feeding these things. We're going to start working towards having automatic sieves. And then, of course, we're also going to expand the moat, as I call it, to give us a little bit more protection. So I will catch you guys tomorrow. Don't like or subscribe, because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just doing this for lols. You can, however, leave comments. I love comments. I will read all comments, and might even read them aloud. So whoever's first on the post, you get your name on the wall. So I'll see you guys later.